Hello Laura, how's it going? Faulkner Rash, Faulkner Rua. Said I'd throw together a quick video on how to play Feels Like Home by Faulkner. Now this is how I play it. It's by no means how you're supposed to play it or how he plays it, but anyway, it works-ish enough, so yeah, it does the job. Yeah, so to start with, I suppose we have to tune down a little bit. So instead of your E, A, D, we have drop D. It's sort of a dad fad shape, so you got D, A, D, and then the next one is F sharp, A, D. That's what I think it is anyway. So that's what an open strum should sound like. Then I lash capo down on the 4th fret. No, you can really put it anywhere that suits your voice range. But yeah, so in order to facilitate that, I'll just sort of, when I'm chatting about frets, I'll say them relative to this 4th fret capo. So that'll be 1st, 2nd, 3rd fret, etc. And yeah, hopefully you can get comfy with it and figure out where you put it to yourself. I think he actually has it 2 frets higher in the recording if you're trying to play along with that. But yeah, it just suits me to go to 4th, so I'll stick with that for the time being because I'm used to it. And yeah, so we'll lash into it with the intro. Yeah, and what I'll do is I'll just refer to the strings as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, if that makes sense. I'm not sure, haven't done a guitar tutorial before, so let me know if there's a better way to do this. Anyway, kicks off the intro, and you're starting on the 5th fret, 2nd string, and you're plucking with your thumb. Middle finger, you slide up to the 7th. After that, what you're doing is you're plucking the 1st string with your index finger here on the right hand, and you alternate that 3 times, so it goes. After that is an open string on the 2nd with the thumb, followed by a bass open with the thumb. So slow it down, that goes. Alright, moving along, we can bring up to our 4th string. We're on the same fret, on the 5th fret. All we're doing is the same sort of shape. We're going 5, 7, 5, but it's sort of a slide, so we're only plucking it once and we're sliding up and down. And to sort of make a sound when we're pulling our finger off the string, sort of the hammer-on lingers, so it's sort of a... You'd hear that more if it was plugged into an amp, so maybe I should have done that, but never mind. Can you hear that? After that, we're going 2, 4. So this is all on the 4th string. You're going 5, 7, 5, open, 2, 4. This is all on the middle finger, just because you get that sort of sliding effect when using the same finger all around. So it goes. Now notice I've only sort of plucked that string once. So I'm sort of using the pressure of my fingertips to make a noise on the string, if you like, after that point. This is the fun part. So a sort of characteristic build up to when he starts to sing. So what we're doing is we're hitting the bass string with our middle finger on our right hand. That's on the 9th fret, I think. 9. We're on the 4th string again, and we're going what we just did, which is 2, 4, 2, open. So you have to give it a little bit of welly, make it a good enough sound. Then you move down 1 fret, down to the 8th on the bass. Excuse me, that's how it should sound like. So what we're doing there is we moved up to our 7. You want to go 7 to 9 to 7 to open. So there's a lot of that repeated shape. It's sort of 5 to 7, 5 to 7, 2 to 4. Now we're getting 7 to 9. Alright, so we got 9, 2, 4, 0, 8, 7, 9, 7, oh. That's all on the 4th string, if you can see that. So we'll do that slowly again. So that'll come up again later, so it's worthwhile sort of getting that hacked down. Yeah, then next part comes along. We're hitting the 5th with the bass, and our same finger on the right hand. Our 4th string is going 4th, 5th to 4th to open. So we're hitting them both at the same time, and we're holding the bass note, releasing at the same time. Does that make sense? So from the top you've got, start that again. Now this is where his finger tapping comes into play. I'm by no means an expert finger tapper. I do not claim to be. But what I end up doing is hitting the bass, sort of. When I say a bass sort of a drum, I'm hitting the chest of the acoustic box here with my sort of right thumb, sort of just a slapping motion to get that deep. This is sort of equating a snare like tappy tap that you would find. So what I'm doing there is left hand, I'm hitting the I don't know what you'd call that part anyway, but yeah, just under the neck of the guitar there, so that you're getting 2 sounds there. Yeah, so after that bit he goes so it's just tap, bass, tap, bass. After that he sort of hits the fretboard with his right hand, and where I'm doing that is sort of where grace note occurs, so that you get that sort of a ringing effect, hopefully. Yeah, so where I'm aiming for there with that really is between frets, where is it, 12 and 13, if you can hear that. So if I were to strum that, I get sort of a ringing harmonic. That's where I'm aiming for, and it's just a quick tap with whatever fingers you want on the upper strings there in that area. So his overall if you're struggling to get it there or just stressed aiming for it, you can really tap anywhere and it'll just ring out, so wherever's comfy. Cool. Alright, so now we start singing. This is where it gets a little bit simpler, so if you're with us so far, that's fantastic. But yeah, that's probably the most complicated bit. All it'll do is repeat that sort of sections with small little variations if you have to. And yeah, feel free to rewind, go through that slower, slow me down, stop me, give me a call, and go for that again. So what's happening here is he's just doing a quick, similar to what he did at the start. He's on the 4th string, going 2 to 4 to 2, open. After that, he's gone 2, 4, 2, open. Moves up to the 5th string, got 2nd fret, open. Now again, I've only plucked it once. I'm letting the sliding ring the noise out. That's just a hammer on, a hammer off. Alright, that leads into his verse. Now, the shape of these chords you can play around with, but in the most simplest form, it's sort of a two fingered shape. I've got my 2 basses here on the 5th fret on the bottom 2 strings, so your 5th and 6th strings. You can use your 3rd and 4th fingers or your 4th and 5th fingers. And then these are just moving up to 7, 4 to 5. That's it in its most simplest form, and you're repeating that over and over again. You can strum the whole card. Now if you want, you can put your finger here on the 3rd fret, that's on the 3rd string for that shape, but then take it off when you're moving up to 7, take it off when you're on 4, you can put it on again. And if you really want to just spice it up a little bit on later ones, you could add the pinky to the 4th string? The 3rd string again, under these two, just to give another extra bit of ringing out. You can do that on the 5th and on the 7th fret. Alright, so what's happened there is he's just gone, I know it's gonna take some time for you to feel that it's alright. I'm not trying to make it whatever it is, but I don't mind. He's just repeating this. To get some people on yours, I'll know that it... What comes after this is I'm just using the same finger on the 5th string to pluck strings 1 and 2. What I've done is I've done both on the 5th, both open, and then I have an open 2nd, but I have a 4th on the 1st string. And you can use the bass note to pluck along to those, give a nice little effect. Alright, does that make sense? So the verse slowly again is... I just sort of give it a little bit tap in between strums to keep momentum up a bit. So he's done that again. So we've done this earlier before. Again, you're coming to your 9th fret on your 6th string. Hammer with the middle right. 2, 4, 2, 0. So your 4th string is really your pal in this song. Sorry. So that one is 7, 9, 7, 5. Right, the last bit I'm gonna have to learn before it's all just repeating is breaking this down slowly again. Sort of the bridgy part or the outro as well. What he's doing is he's plucking bass and the high D as well. So hammer on the 1st string on the 2nd fret. Before the next bit he's going, so it's tap bass, tap neck, tap bass. What he's done is he's hammered on from 4th, 5th on the 6th string. What he's doing now, the last bit, is he's on the 4th fret on the 3rd and 4th strings. No, sorry, the 4th and 5th strings. I'm plucking those both with my thumb and my index finger, one after each other. Then it's a hammer on 4th to 5th. Now this shape is a 1st finger 2nd fret on the 5th string, and pinky finger, or if you really want to and you can use ring finger, but pinky finger on the 2nd string, and you're on what fret? 5th fret. That moves down to a 1. This is the biggest stretch in the song. So it's the first fret on the 5th string, same shape. Alright. So then you're back into your sort of characteristic hammering on tunes for the chorus. Hope that makes a little bit of sense. Yeah, please call me up if you want another bit of a hand. I'll just sing it through once now so you can see it all together and up to pace. But yeah, definitely strip it back, slow it down, take your time, focus on the left hand, get the shapes, and then do really whatever you want with the right hand, because it's just about having the crack, slapping different parts of the guitar and making it look like you know what you're doing. But yeah, alright. So from the top. Start that again. It's different when you're aiming for frets and you miss them. You certainly have to start again. I know it's gonna take some time for you to feel that it's alright. I'm not making people choose a side, but I don't mind you trying to get some people on yours. I know that it takes some time. I must try. I want you to understand that it don't feel right when you know deep inside it breaks your heart, but you must get out. And I know you're gonna be alright. Oh, I hope you find your way and I hope your future's bright, but I hate the way this feels inside, and all I wanna do is make it through to the other side. Oh, I don't wanna know why we just can't let this go. I must try. I want you to understand that it feels like home, and it knocks me out to feel this way. You know I broke out. Oh, it feels like home. It knocks me out. Feel this way. You know I broke out. And I owe it all to this voice. I owe it all to this fool, and I want you to understand. It feels like home, knocks me out to feel this way. You know I broke out. Oh, it feels like home, and it knocks me out to feel this way. You know I broke out. Alright, apologies for the many mistakes in that, but hope gives you the gist of it, and give me a shout if you want me to break down anything any slower. And best of luck with it, have fun, give me a shout how you get on.